All right, what's your name?
Kiri Dennis.
Kerry Dennis. Okay, Kerry Dennis, I want just to ask you some of various questions that entails poverty and orphanhood. And first class is that, what do you understand of life class?
Life class.
Yes.
Okay, I understand life class. As far as my understanding is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
life class depends on various
Mm-hmm.
various class of life.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, there is a class of people who are very rich,
Mm-hmm.
a medium class,
Mhm.
and a lower class.
Lower class. And so, how do you understand those on which perspectives do you view those in low life class?
Okay, those who are in low class, they are the people who they actually maybe they cannot afford to have a luxurious properties like the rich people.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe in the lower classes also,
Mm-hmm.
these are the people who cannot even afford to have full of basic needs.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, should we judge these of low class of their state, or what should we do?
No. We should not judge them because the state they are
Mm-hmm.
is not actually their desire to.
Mm-hmm.
But it's unfortunate that the situation they are
Mm-hmm.
is actually we are not to appoint on them, but actually to accept and to help them.
So, in short, you agree with me that being poor is not your wish, and also being an orphan is not your wish.
Yeah, it's not your wish.
And so, it's something that comes by nature.
Yeah, it's come by nature.
Mm-hmm. And so,
Actually, we are not supposed to despise them because of their state they are.
mm-hmm.
But then we are to support them
Mm-hmm.
in everything we could.
Okay.
Yes.
In which ways have you ever seen these poor people? Do you agree with us that these poor people are subjected to various kind of things that are not good?
Yeah. These people who are rich, they are actually making them very poorer
Mm-hmm.
and poorer.
Okay.
Despite that, the fact that they have the potential to help them, but they could not.
Mm-hmm.
In turn, they
Mhm.
make them poorer.
Okay.
They take the advantages of their fortunes
Mm-hmm.
to benefit them.
Okay.
See?
And so, what do you see? What do you think? It's much pathetic when it comes to now trying to do something that is not right to the orphan. What do you think have been done to orphans that are not right, on your own perspectives?
Okay, you know, these fortunate people,
Mm-hmm.
they should be to my view of concern.
Mm-hmm.
I wish that if these like NGOs,
Mm-hmm.
like any other body who can actually give their support
Mm-hmm.
to support them in various activities,
Okay.
so that they can actually feel that they are capable of what they are doing.
Have you ever seen scenarios where these orphans are mistreated or manhandled?
Yes, I've seen.
In which situations, for example?
For instance, clothing,
Mm-hmm.
food.
Mm-hmm.
Food they take is actually the food's jar is actually the waste.
Yeah, they're just feeding on dustbin.
Yeah, dustbin.
Okay.
It's like that.
Okay.
And actually, the clothes they are wearing is not. They show the picture of actually the poorest people.
And so, tell me, brother, when do you suggest when these orphans are affected in any way, do you prefer them taken to organizations or orphanages to be supported in any other way?
Yeah, I prefer them. I prefer
Mm-hmm.
that. Even in that, my wish is that if these people, the prominent people, and even also the leaders,
Mm-hmm.
could actually provide a place to gather them
Mm-hmm.
and to nurture their needs.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
Mm-hmm.
to make them feel good,
Mm-hmm.
to feel that they have that love of parenting.
Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you from experience. Have you ever seen some orphans in doubt of where they're placed, like organization or orphanages? They feel like even when they're extended to the relatives, they feel like they're also humiliated in one way or the other.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've come across very many very many vulnerable
Mm-hmm.
children
Mm-hmm.
who are actually being nurtured by the relatives.
Mm-hmm.
But in turn, these relatives,
Mm-hmm.
they mistreat them.
Mm-hmm.
They don't treat them like their children.
Okay. All right.
That is why I am proposing that if these prominent leaders
Mm-hmm.
would actually provide us an orphanage state
Mm-hmm.
where these children could be raised,
Mm-hmm.
better and somehow.
And so let me ask you, do you trust fully orphanages where they're placed? Do you trust orphanages? I mean, do you believe orphanages to be the conducive place for them?
Yeah, because
Mm-hmm.
they associate
Mm-hmm.
with other orphans children,
Mm-hmm.
and in that they keep on giving their moral support
Mm-hmm.
and very many things like that.
Okay. And friend, just to be frank enough with you, we've seen these orphans being a source of income to other people. Do you agree with me? And so some violate these orphans. Is a way? Do you call these violations of right, or how do we term this? Because we've seen people just benefiting because of these poor and innocent orphans.
Okay, I may say this is violation of right because
Mm-hmm.
some lenient people
Mm-hmm.
could actually provide support to them.
Mm-hmm.
There are these creatures, there are these greedy people
Mm-hmm.
who can actually mislead the fans, may mislead any support,
Mm-hmm.
and I term them as greedy people.
Mm-hmm.
And in this society,
Mhm.
we should get rid of such people.
Yeah, let's agree that we have total egocentrism as African, and also accompanied by maliciousness. Now, when it comes to serving these orphans and privileged, and so, in which way do you suggest that it's appropriate way to give hope and to give smile once again to these unprivileged?
Yeah, it's a good way to provide them so that they may feel that they are children also.
Mhm.
They are children of the society.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and so what do you think now? What do you think should be done to ensure that these children have a good environment, a conducive environment to have their activities taking place?
Only to find
Mm-hmm.
people who are actually faithful,
Mm-hmm.
people who fear God,
Mm-hmm.
to govern them.
So do you also believe?
Best option.
Okay. Do you believe also when there is research of well-thought projects that can also help them? Do you think that one is also appropriate?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. It's quite unfortunate that you never told us where you're coming from.
I'm coming from Kericho County.
From Kericho.
Yes.
Okay.
A place known as constituency known as Buriti.
Buriti.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And so, what do you say about VOPOA? Is because it's a project that also is well thought of, and research is done, and so the project have also looked in various angles where orphans are manhandled, even though in organizations, in families, also from government level, and also poor people, including the youth. The widows, okay? And so we have understood that they are also being used in a wrong way. It could be either in social or economical and various ways, but you find that they are not well off. And so that's why VOPOA is also a project to look on that angle and give them voice, because they have right to speak on their freedom and their rights. And so what can you say to this project, VOPOA, that is set to give voice to the less fortunate?
Okay, as far as my understanding about VOPOA
Uh-huh.
is that it could be better if the intention
Mhm.
or the aims of this organization
Mhm.
is only to project the vulnerable people,
Mhm.
to provide them with their desired needs.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what do you think? What do you suggest VOPOA should do?
Actually, we should do some very many research
Mhm.
as far as money, as far as emotional, as far as physically bringing these vulnerable people to understand that they are actually people in the society.
Okay, thank you very much. We are very happy to have you in this wonderful moment, and please, we wish that all to have the voice heard, and also you can agree with me that has to happen. Thank you very much.